everyone, welcome back to RTS and welcome back to another 15-minute mixer. Now I'm hoping I can get this project done in 15 minutes. That's my plan. We'll see. This is something I wanted to do last year but I didn't get done. But these mixers are helping me getting some small projects done. So before I get talking, find something you want to do for 15 minutes or a little bit longer, something you want to get motivated with. Let's start the timer and let's get moving, okay? The holidays are here, okay? So I am starting my stopwatch and I'm going to get cracking. So what am I doing? I'm absolutely making up a Christmas card, a greeting box, and so I wanted to do this last year. And because every time the holidays roll around, and every time I get that first Christmas card in the mail, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta be doing my Christmas cards. And so here it is. I knew this was gonna happen. But last year I bought this box. And is it not beautiful? It was by at Hobby Lobby Paper Studio. And it was $3.99. Of course, I got it half off. And it's a buffalo plaid check. You know how I feel about this red and black buffalo plaid check. And so I knew I wanted to I bought two of these. And my plan is that one of them is going to be for Christmas cards. And I'm going to set up a little station and I will keep it that way. And I'm going to keep these supplies current, and then next year I know just to pull this out I could get started earlier rather than later, which happens every single year for me. Well, not every year, but mostly. And then also too, I bought another one of these that I'm going to absolutely contain everything I need for trimmings and gift tags and scissors and tape and that type of thing. But that's another video. So I'm not going to need any of this. So that is file 13, baby. So what my plan is to simply get my greeting cards, my Christmas card, not greeting cards, my Christmas cards specifically, and the supplies I need in this one box, and that way I can just sit by the fire, put some music on, sit by the tree, sit on the floor, sit in my desk, whatever I want to do my cards. And so I'm simply going to make room for everything I need. Okay, so what do I have? Well, of course I have my box. I got it for $2. Yes, for a photo box, and it's just beautiful. I love it, okay? And so, and also too, if you could get these half off, this makes for a great box to give a gift in, not just a photo box, okay? I love these. Okay, so I'm absolutely getting out the cards that I bought this year to mail. And I'm going to put them in this box along with a few that I have from last year, because I do keep my cards. They're too expensive. Like this one was $16 for how many? I don't know how many was in here. I don't know how many was in there. 18. Yeah, well, but I don't care when it comes to Christmas cards. I don't want to spend a lot, but I don't spend $1. You know, whatever, just to get a nice card. I try to find ones that are made in America. Hard to do. And my husband grumbles with me every single time. They're not made in America. And I'm like, I'm sorry, babe. I can only do so much, you know. But yeah, he grumbles when he sees that they're not made in America. But like I said, I can only do so much. So I'm going to open up these packages, get these cards in here, because this is what I want to do, get contained, and I'm going to show you some other things that I'm going to put in my card, my Christmas card center. Yes, so excited to do this. And that way, if my little girl comes home and she needs some cards for something to mail, or or my husband needs something, which he usually asks me to do it, then I'll have everything, and I will just keep this nearby. These are beautiful cards. Look at this. I got these a Tuesday morning. They have some dimension to them, not too much. Oh dear Lord, I hope that doesn't take extra postage. Oh man, smack me sideways, because I will tell you what, when I mail cards, that's like President Carter running a peanut farm. It just doesn't work very well, because they always seem to get returned to me, or someone has to pay extra postage, or they get beat up in the machine. And it doesn't matter even if I hand deliver them to the postmaster and I say, can you hand stamp every one of these? No, I just don't have luck with the postal service. Okay, I digress. Move on. Okay, now will these fit this way? It doesn't matter how they fit, just as long as they get in there. Oh, and the envelopes have some decorative too. Oh, boy, they're nice. So they were $7 a Tuesday morning for how many? Oh my, how many's in here? 12. Ugh, that's not the cheapest, but that's okay. It does the job, you know. Sometimes when I'm in a hurry, it has to be what it has to be. Okay, so I might have to lay them there like that. That's okay. I'm just setting up a system. That's all I'm doing. But I did make a few notes if we wanted to chat about something. These are beautiful cards too. I'm wondering if I could get that off of there and use that as an embellishment, because I'm just going to be throwing this away. Well, yes, I will. I don't think this is going to come off. I could recycle this as a card, but no, I'm going to take my circle punch, and I have one here. Yes, I do, because my circle punches are not going to be very far away from me for the upcoming months. And I absolutely could punch that out for embellishments. Yes, I will have to do that. Okay. Oh, dear Lord, what was I going to say? Oh, these make for nice little boxes to wrap gifts in, so I'm definitely keeping that. I can put a gift in that to wrap. Nice for gift cards. So my notes I made was, do you make or do you buy Christmas cards to mail out? And for me, sometimes I will hand make some, and sometimes I will mail or, buy some. Sometimes I do a little bit of both. But I will tell you, when I'm limited on time, I buy a card, and it is what it is. I don't stress over it, because the majority of people throw away cards. We just know that. They throw them away, okay? Now, I will have to tell you, over the years, I have made handmade cards, and I have a few people, and a couple of them are men, but most are women. They keep every one of the cards I mail them when they're handmade. But that's mainly older people. Younger people, they don't value this, handmade cards. I'm just saying it. It is what it is, okay? So, but I will say that when you get some cards in the mail, keep some of that handwritten. If people still handwrite on their envelopes, keep that, because you can definitely put that in your memorabilia boxes for, we'll be talking about that coming up in 2019. So yes, when those Christmas envelopes come and people still hand, like my mom and my neighbor and my sister, when they handwrite things, I keep sampling of their writing from every year. Okay, so I'm going to keep all my cards in here. I'm putting them all in my envelopes where they need to go. So I have everything in here. Now, will this project take 15 minutes? No, but as much as I talk, it will. Yeah, I'm already down to 8. Okay. Now, I have quite a few in here, but that's because I haven't done them yet this year. No, and I'm starting to get some. So I need to get cracking. Okay. So the little go on there. There's all my Christmas cards. I don't know if I'll mail all of them this year, but they're here. I got them. And then also, too, I had a pile that I have some straggler Christmas cards, okay, and just leftovers from other things, and so I will absolutely see if I can stick them in here. They might not fit, but they may be after I do this year. But here are some Christmas cards I made a couple years ago, and it was using those cut apart cards and a 6x6 pad. Maybe next year we'll get into doing that. There's some stamping, things like that. Very, very simple, very, very fun. My daughter and I made these. We made them as a set. Made them together. But yeah, it's a cut apart, and then you put it on a 6x6, and then a mat, and some twine, and some embellishments, photo corners. Very, very fun to do them. Okay, but I'll stick them in there, because they'll fit in there. I think they will. Yes. Okay. And if the lid doesn't fit just yet, that's okay, because I'll be getting some of these out sooner than later. So what else do I have planned? Well, I'm absolutely, if I need a card, then I'm going to need addresses. Okay, and so what I'm going to do this year is that when I get cards, I am absolutely going to make sure that the address that I'm getting from people matches the address that I'm sending to people, because you know how that happens. And then I'm also going to rewrite the addresses, and I'm going to keep my Christmas card addresses in this box. So next year, if I get the hankering to do Christmas cards at the early of November, I can just pull out this box, and here are my cards, because I'm going to try to get a box that's on sale after Christmas this year and replenish my box. And then I will have all my addresses for everybody. It's going to be right there. And then, of course, I have my favorite pens. They came from the Dollar Tree. I will have my pens here. And then what else am I going to include in my Christmas card center box is that I'm actually going to have, here are my stamps. I got them. I'm going to put them right there so I don't lose those. Stamps are too expensive to lose. Yes. And then I thought I was going to put some washi in here because when I close envelopes, I always like to take a strip of washi and put it on, you know, the back of the envelope. Okay. And so that's what I'm going to do. And so I thought what I would do is I'd either put some in here that are like holiday theme related. Yes, here's some red polka dot gold foil. I doubt I'd probably use it on a page. Here is a honkin'. This came from Pebbles. Now, this was a birthday washi, but, you know, it's Jesus's birthday, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this huge roll of candles, and I'm going to put that, and there's some gold for good measure, and here is some fancy pants in this red and green plaid, and I thought I would simply put those in there. Now, those are holiday themed or holiday colors, but it wouldn't have to be. You absolutely could use washi that you don't really care about. Okay, that's what I do a lot of times. I don't really care for those, but I think that's plenty. I don't need to overdo it there. And then what else do I need? Well, there's my washi. I got my pens. See, I'm creating a little center here. And then if you had any of these type of stamps that you use on your cards, these are just like a self-inking stamps, you know, fun little things. I will put that in there because I'm going to use that up. And of course, it's a red heart. That's good for any time of the year. And then also I have some of these envelope wraps. I've had them for a few years now. It's time to actually put them to work. And you know, if you have something that is front and center, you're going to use it more than if you have to go get it or find it. And honestly, I didn't even know where these were till earlier this year. Yeah, so how many Christmas cards, sorry about the noise, how many Christmas cards do you mail out? How many Christmas cards do you get? Do you get more cards than you send, or do you send more cards than you get? For most of us crafters, I would say, on average, we probably send more than we get, because I notice Christmas cards is becoming, just correspondence in the mail is becoming less and less and less. Now, I may cut those down so they will fit in my box better. That's what I'll do. I will cut those down. And what else do I have in here? Well, I have a few cards that I've already gotten. So I'm going to keep those in here because, of course, I can't show the addresses, to make sure that their addresses are going to match what I'm going to have. And I am so excited that I'm going to be having an ongoing running list of my addresses just for my Christmas cards, because every time I do Christmas cards, I have to get out my entire address box and sort through it, just because I don't mail a card to everybody in my box. And so I'm excited just to have my Christmas card addresses in one place. And then if you have any of these type of stickers, now these are not Christmas related, but this is what I'm talking about. If you have any of these Dollar Tree or any type of these stickers that you put on envelopes, I don't know where my Christmas sets are, but I wanted to show this. This would be something else. Any kind of stickers or stamps or washi tape or something, stick that right in your card center, and bing, bang, boom, ladies. There we go. And we have 2 minutes left, so that means it took 13 minutes to do. Yes, 13 minutes just to get a card center set up. So excited. I have everything I need. I have pencils. I will just have to grab my address box, and I'm going to rewrite them this year. I'm absolutely going to do that. And I'm going to cut those down, put them in there. And so, yes, do you make your Christmas cards? Do you buy Christmas cards? Do you do a little bit of both? When time is limited, I do not make them. I don't have time. No. And then also, too, how many do I send? Well, one year I sent 375 Christmas cards. Yes, I did. Okay. And so then I try to cut back every year because it's too expensive. It's basically 50 cents every time you mail a Christmas card, but I love getting them, so I do mail some. So on average, it's probably around 50 is what I mail. That's basically what I mail. Okay. And do you send yours early or do you send them late? I honestly got some before Thanksgiving this year. And then I have this one family that it arrives the day after Thanksgiving every single year. I bet for the last 10 years. And I'm like, when does she sit down and do them? Because I get it the day after Thanksgiving all the time. So fun. It just puts a smile on my face. So I think that's all we have for our 15-minute mixer, other than one more thing, your Christmas cards that you get. Do you keep them? Do you do anything with them? Do you scrap them? And I'll show a couple layouts coming up. Maybe after this holiday season, I will show you how I do some of my Christmas cards. I don't do it every year, but every once in a while, I will take my Christmas cards, cut them up, and put them on a 2-page spread. Very fun to do. And then also, too, you can absolutely keep some of the handwriting. Yes, so keep your envelopes this year. Keep your Christmas cards. Maybe I'll give a couple ideas later on in January what we can do with our Christmas cards. Yes, and then if you make a Christmas card, keep one for yourself. Fun to look back to see what you do. Okay, so I think that is all we have for our 15-minute mixer, because I see that in just 2 seconds, there we go. Our 15-minute mixer is all done for today. So excited. This took, honestly, I probably spent more time thinking about this project than it took me to actually do it. Does that happen to you? Happens to me all the time. So I am simply going to cut these down so they fit this box a little bit better, and I'm going to absolutely sit by the tree and get busy doing some Christmas cards. So that is all I have today for the 15-minute mixer. Answer those questions below. Have a little bit of fun. Do a little bit of socializing here on the thread, and enjoy your day. Okay, that's all I have for today. Come back to RTS, because you never know what we're going to do. Bye.